Well, hello everyone and welcome to Flower Friday.
Hey there.
My name's Amanda.
I'm Sherry.
And we are the mother-daughter designers at Grace Monroe Home, where we help you transform the ordinary home into an extraordinary home.
That is exactly what we do, and we have got some beautiful flowers we're going to be using today on this wreath and some adorable pumpkins.
So welcome everybody. Thank y'all so much for joining us today. We are making a fall wreath. Now this is going to be a little bit of a modern style fall wreath. We're going to use some of the current fall colors that are really popular in the craft stores, Michael's, Hobby Lobby. So we're excited
They're
today.
everywhere right now. That's exactly
welcome
right.
Everybody. Thank y'all so much for joining us. If you're just hopping on live with us, say hi. Let us know where you're watching us from. If you're watching the replay, also just type in the comments and let us know where you're watching us from.
Yes, and I am going to show you what we're using. First of all, we are using an 18-inch grapevine wreath that today, normally we prefer the 14-inch, but with these big pumpkins, we decided to go with an 18-inch today. And let me show you really quick how we actually got these pumpkins on. These are velvet pumpkins, and I know that the pink one came from Hobby Lobby. The burgundy one I think we got from Etsy, but I literally just used my 26 gauge floral wire and I pinched some of the material together, poked that wire right straight through and wired them first of all to each other and then to the wreath. So very, very easy to do.
Hey guys, welcome.
Yes, say hello when you jump in and let us know where you're watching from and what your weather is like. It's been a lot cooler this past week here.
So I am loving these fall colors.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Aren't these pretty? Let us know in the comments if you're ready for fall. I have actually already started putting out a little bit of my fall decor.
Yes.
And I know it's early, but
way
that's okay.
too early.
I don't care.
I'm going to hang on to summer every last drop of it.
So
as
look
much
at
as
these.
I can.
Aren't those pretty?
Aren't those
I hope
gorgeous?
You guys can see the color. They're almost like a tea stain. It's got a little bit of burgundy, some mauve in there, and then isn't that pretty? And now these came from
Michael's.
They're in the fall section of Michael's.
But wait till you see these dahlias.
Those are really pretty.
These are gorgeous. They are kind of the they look like they're old, like dried a little bit, and they're that parchment type color, you know, just so pretty. And these actually were from Walmart. I just could not believe when I found these. They are just absolutely beautiful. And then we've got this pretty little bush that's got a lot of little different things going on, some peonies and some hydrangeas, and this was from Michael's. Yes, Michael's.
Sherry, fall is my favorite time of the year too.
Oh, she loves it, which I love it too. I just love summer so much that I do try to hang on to it as much as I can, but I do love fall and Christmas especially.
Well, when I get a glimpse of like the cooler weather, and I mean I'm talking cooler here is like 85 as opposed to 100,
as opposed to 100. Yeah,
but
exactly.
We did get a little taste of that.
Yes, we
so
did.
I had to break out some of the fall
I was fixing to say I had to put on a sweatshirt, and that's amazing for me this time of year, but I did because I got chilly the other morning. But just a little thing to think about. It's exactly 4 months until Christmas.
It'll be here before we know it.
4 months from today. Can y'all believe that? Golly.
And if you guys will, those of you who are watching us, if you'll just share this video, please share it on your,
we appreciate that.
To all of your friends, because this is going to be, like we said, this is going to be a fun one today. So
yes. Let's see. We were showing what we're using. We've also got some just all kinds of grasses and I guess that's heather maybe. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty. And this let's see, all of this came from Michael's. And then we've got a greenery bush that we're going to be using, and this actually came from Pioneer Wholesale. I love this bush too.
Any type of
but any kind of greenery that's kind of grassy. You can get the green in this grass from Hobby Lobby. Now it doesn't have a lot of the other stuff in it. It just has the little, is that sawgrass? I'm not sure what that is, but anyway, it just has that in it and it's green. That would be fine because we're going to have all the other colors, so that would work.
Yeah. So we've actually already got our bows made, and I will attach a video, a YouTube video showing you how to make a bow for your wreath. Okay, so we've already got this attached. I am loving this ribbon.
I love that.
Did you put the ribbon
I already put it up.
I wanted to show them this 4.5 inch.
Let me see.
It is so pretty.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I see it. It's right there.
Here it is.
So this is a 4.5 inch. We used one 4.5 inch ribbon, one 2.5 inch ribbon, a 1.5 inch ribbon, and then a 1 inch ribbon. These are all wired ribbons.
Yes.
And like I said, we do have tutorials showing you how to make these bows, so we will attach that for you.
Isn't that pretty though? I love that.
So I'm going to go ahead and attach my bow to my base. And like she said, we've already got our pumpkins attached here. They're just plush, very lightweight pumpkins, so they're very easy to attach to the grapevine. And so I'm going to attach my bow up here at about 11 o'clock on my base.
Well, I think mine's down just a little between, just between 10 and 11.
Between 10 and 11.
Yeah, that'll work.
That pretty ribbon though.
Isn't it pretty? I love that. Love it, love it.
I'm just attaching it right around the base of my grapevine wreath. Okay, and of course we'll fluff it and everything once we get all of our flowers in. But we go ahead and put it on first because that helps us to get our shape of our wreath and all that good stuff.
And while we're doing that, I also want to know, have you started decorating for fall yet? Let us know that.
Certainly.
Because I am very curious about that.
Crazy one. Fall crazy.
Yep. I have a feeling there's some others too.
And when I say decorate, I haven't decorated a lot. Just a couple things out. I actually still have a summer wreath hanging on my door. Haven't even changed that yet.
Oh well. Then you're not all there yet.
No, not yet.
Now I'm just going to pull this one apart because we're going to use this in individual little sections. So I am pulling that apart.
This is that kind of foam.
It is. It's that different
material,
different kind of stuff. I like that though. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to use though is my green bush, my greenery bush here to green our wreath.
Did you have two of these bushes? Because I just had the one.
I only did one.
Okay, so we're just using one.
But I doubt we'll use another if we do.
I just saw that other one.
If we do, I've got one here. Go ahead and put that over there just in case. I do have another one over here.
I'll stick it.
Now, did I give you two? I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll stick it over to the side just in case.
Yeah, just got to make sure.
Just in case.
Yep. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to trim my wreath of some of these real quick.
And if y'all see little ants running around, it's because there are little ants running around.
With the rain, I've got them in the house. I had the exterminator come the other day because I cannot stand ants. Because, you know, if you live in Alabama, if it's an ant, I don't care.
It's a fire ant.
It's an ant, it's a fire ant. And my husband argues with me about that, but it's because I don't like ants and I cannot stand fire ants. So I had to call the exterminator to come.
Well, they're little. I just saw.
Yes, I saw one too, and believe me, I started to get tense because I saw that ant run through.
So yes, you're not imagining things.
No, we do have some ants. Yes, as soon as it starts raining like this, they like to try to get in the house. So that's just the way it is. But I am going to start right over in this area, and I'm not going to make this a complete full wreath. It's going to be fairly full, but it's not going to be complete all the way around. So my first one I am going to bring right in here just like that, and I'm just going to kind of let it fall just like that. And I told you I was going to start with the other first, and then I changed my mind, so sorry about that. But then this one I'm going to bring right in this area just like that. Well, I've been looking forward to using these. They're different, and I don't normally use the foam ones, but I just thought they were so neat looking, so I have been excited to use these.
are different.
Yes. And I'm just going to kind of put those around. And you see, I'm just kind of aiming them so that because they're going to kind of be floppy, and I think we are going to end up having to use both bushes.
Move over just a little bit.
Yeah, are you getting stuck?
Yeah, this one's going to be a big wreath.
Yeah, it is. I have a feeling. Yep.
Think.
All right, and this one I'm going to bring right down in here. In there.
I'm still getting it in the...
You still getting it in the glue? Here, let's move it even further over here.
Then I'm not going to be able to reach
I know it. That's the problem, isn't it?
My own glue skillet over here, I guess.
Yes. Well, it's not like we don't have 15 of them. But...
I don't know. Guess I could get one out, but...
Yeah. Okay. Get the price off of this one. The tag.
This one will be a big one when we get done. Yeah. Christy missed the part about where the pumpkins are attached. She said,
"Oh, okay. Yes, I used my floral wire, and I first figured out how I wanted them to be with each other. So I kind of played around with them, and I decided I was going to have the pink one on top. So I actually wired with the floral wire the pumpkins together, and I just used my wire. I just kind of pinch up a piece of the fabric, poke the wire through, and then poke it through this one and wire it together. Then once I had them wired together, then I did the exact same thing and wired them to my wreath. Now you can glue these you know, if you wanted to, but I've just always wired them, and I've never had any trouble with them, you know, coming off or anything. So that's how they're on.
Yeah, and you do have to kind of play with them for a minute, like just go ahead and let you know, because they'll be a little floppy. So you do want, you know, you'll have to play with them and adjust them and get them exactly where you want them on your
exactly.
They're not hard.
Yes, no, they're really not. Okay, I'm gonna put my last one in behind my bow over here. And now these that are behind the bow, I am kind of pushing those in because I don't want them to be so wide this way. Now long ways it's fine for however long, you know, they are. I just didn't want them to be too wide this way. So I've kind of got those in a little bit like that. So now I am going to put my grasses. And these are just going to go kind of just a little bit in front of the others, but they're going to be in between. Because these aren't going to be quite as tall as those, so I'm going to just make a new layer and put these right in front. So I've got these on the very, very outside, and these are just a little on the inside of the ring.
These are really pretty. This is a really pretty grass.
These.
I like that.
Yes, I love these.
I like the color variation in that.
We may have to grab us 2 more bushes. I'm fixing to see. I know, I think we might have just enough.
So we almost have this sunburst thing going on
here.
Yep.
A fall sunburst. That's what we can call it. Fall sunset or fall sunrise, either one. This one does not want to Let's see. I'll reposition this one because it did not get where I wanted it.
Yeah, and we tell y'all all the time, if you have to reposition things, take them out, put them back in.
Don't think you're the only one.
I do it literally all the time.
Always do that. Yes.
With every single wreath.
And that's why it's so, to me, it's so much easier to make the wreath if you do it in layers, because that way if you see something on your next layer, you can just take that out and reposition it and that kind of thing. If I have the whole thing done and then I have to start repositioning things, then you've got to take stuff out to get to what you need to change. So it's just easier, I think, working in layers. Don't you think? When you can.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Okay, so there's where we are so far. So now we are going to start with some of our pretty little bush. You'd like to add flour overboard, huh?
Sent my water across the table. These are all so pretty.
They are. I love these.
And this is, of course, kind of a unique color combination that we're using here with the pink and the mauve. But, I mean, you know, if you prefer traditional colors, you could do the same style of traditional colors.
You could do the exact same thing. That's right. Now, I'm going to go ahead with my little pampas grass. And I'm going to add this right here, about in the middle of my wreath. Just like this. Actually, you know what? I'm not.
Oh.
Sorry.
You tried to trick me.
I tried to trick you. I think I'm just going to put it down here in my pumpkins because I just think it would be cute. I started thinking, I think it'd be cute coming out from the pumpkins. So, yeah, you know, it's our prerogative to change our minds, isn't it?
Whatever makes you happy.
Yep. So, I'm going to put my first little flowers here. Just like that. Do the same thing right over on this side of my pumpkin. This hydrangea, but you know, sometimes you'll get them and they're mashed. So if they've got a center, now this one doesn't, so you just have to kind of play with it to get it unmashed. But oh yes, it does, it has a center, so you can kind of twist them and just hold on to the outside and then twist the inside, and that will straighten them out so they're not so mashed.
This is a really pretty color.
It is, isn't it?
I like that.
I'm just going to bring that one right in here. Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to bring my other one right down in here. Dahlias. I'm telling you, these things are gorgeous. And I think they're just perfect for fall. That one up in there.
So if you're new to watching us, we do keep our stems really long, and I know it looks kind of strange, but there is a purpose for that.
Yes, there is.
Trust me.
Yes, it really helps you position your flowers. You know, if you cut them off really short, then you just have nowhere to go with them. You can't, you know, this way we can have them stuck up here at the top and then kind of just aim them in whichever direction. So all of that helps give your wreaths the dimension that you're looking for. it works a lot better.
So we'll keep them a good, 5-6 inches.
Definitely.
The stems.
I'll bring this one right behind my bow.
Let's see what I'm doing over here. This one's so big,
I know it's hard
see.
because yours is so big. I know.
I think I got it in the grapevine.
Maybe so.
We'll see if it falls out. We'll know.
This one right in here. And I'm still kind of working on the outside. I like to work outside and then move in, so I've kind of got everything like around the outside, but then I want to put some of my little roses there too. These are a little mashed, so this one I'm going to put up here in the top. Glue on my glasses.
You're slinging glue when you get on your glasses.
When I get it on my glasses, that's always a bad sign right there.
It's getting wild with the glue.
Yep, a little too wild. This one I'm going to bring down in this spot. My pretty little peonies, and I love this little bush because it's got the colorful leaves on it, and then it's also got the kind of cream colored ones as well. So I'm going to bring this one right here in the center. Right in there. This one.
This is a really pretty.
Isn't that? I love this one.
This almost has a coral.
It really does. I'm gonna bring this one down so that it's here by my burgundy pumpkin. And those leaves are just so neat looking. Get another one of my roses. This one's going right in here.
Another thing, when you leave your stems long, you don't have to use quite as many flowers.
No, you don't.
Because it fills up the space.
It does.
A lot more.
And that's
always
is helpful.
Yeah, always a plus.
Whether you're selling your wreaths or if you're just making one for yourself, it's a lot less expensive if you don't have to put quite as many flowers in it. Now, as we always say, I'm going to go ahead and bring this little rose and put it behind my bow. So I just pick up all of my loops and bring this one in just like that. And that's going to help my bow stand up just like I want it to.
I feel like this is going to be kind of like a decadent type look with this wreath.
I think so too. I keep saying that I hadn't figured out exactly what colors I'm going to do all of my stuff in this year, but I'm really loving this.
Yeah. I like the look of it.
I love these colors. All right, I'm gonna take my next little pampas grass, I think, and just bring it up in here. In this little spot right in there. I've got one more of my dahlias, so I might as well go ahead and use it. I was trying to think, I don't remember how much this bush cost, but I know it was not, if it was, I want to say it was around $5.
Oh, so, this one? Is this from Walmart?
Yeah, from Walmart.
Wow.
So, and I guarantee if you'd bought this anywhere else, it would have been a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, for sure. Another one of my roses, and this one's going to go on the outside of my bow. I'm just going to lift up all of my loops and put that one right in here. Turn it this way just a brief second, just to see where I'm at. Gotta look at the full picture.
Yeah,
right?
Sometimes you have to see the whole thing. So I'm just kind of pulling things here and there to make sure I've got them arranged like I want it. Okay, so now I've got one more of my little mum flowers, so I am going to bring this one just right in between my little rose right up in there and my dahlia, just to kind of break that up just a little bit. Okay, so now I want to add some of the heather or whatever you want to call this. I love it. It's a great,
whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it is a great filler.
Some kind of fall flower.
Yep, and I love it. So I am going to add some of this around, but I'm going to cut it in half because I don't want them really long. I'm going to use them as a filler, so I just cut it right in half. I'm going to bring that right in there. And then this one that I cut off, I'm going to put right behind it, just like that. And I'm just going to go around the whole thing doing that exact thing. Just filling in where there's any holes. And you all know, if you've ever made wreaths, that every wreath, it doesn't matter if it says it's 18 inches or 14 inches, they all are different. So, you may not need as much of this in the same spots. You never know, because they're all different. But just wherever you have a hole.
Okay, I'm gonna need some more of the grass in mine for sure.
Some more of which grass?
Probably
that one? Mm-hmm. Well, we have more.
And she's right, because you can do two wreaths side by side.
Yes.
Think you're doing them absolutely identical.
They will never
be. The thing is, the wreaths are not going to be identical, so you know, your final product, you may have to use more materials on one than the other to get it to look.
And it can be aggravating if you're trying to, you know, do double doors or something like that, but it's just part of it.
So just always, you know, always remember that, because you may think that you're making them exactly alike, but if you have a slightly different, larger or smaller grapevine, then, you know, you may need more or less material. But this is really fun. I like this this little greenery we're using, and you can really use as much. I like
this too, because you can use as
or
much.
As little. Just have fun with it.
Exactly.
If you like a lot of that,
if you like a lot of it, yes, that's what I was going to say. If you like a lot, you can use a lot. If you don't, you know, if you'd rather have more of the grass, you can use that, or a mixture. It's whatever you like. We just show you the techniques on how to do it, and then you can do it in any number of ways, color schemes or anything like that. That is what is great about wreaths, because you could do the same thing. I know that this comes in a tan color and maybe even a gold or an orange. I can't remember exactly, but so you could do, you know, a blue and cream colored, and use one of those others or anything like that. Kind of coming up under my bow, because I want to make sure that this up under here stands up like I want it to. Do you need that other?
I'm probably going to need it if you know where it's at.
Yeah, I'll go get it. Just
because I have a little bit. This was a really big.
That was a very big wreath. It definitely was. Let me grab this other bush.
So.
You are welcome. I may use a little more of it myself.
So I'm just filling in with a little bit of extra where I see some spots that need to.
Well, they put these tags on here where you cannot hardly get them off sometimes. There we go. We're just keeping on adding this until it's got as much in it as we want.
It's almost like I guess, kind of a boho feel, I guess you could call it. I was trying to think of a word.
Yes, I think that's a good way to describe it.
I think it does have a little bit of a boho type.
I think it does.
Feel to it.
I think you are right. And that is very popular right now.
So let us know in the comments, what is your favorite style? Do you like traditional, or are you more of like, let's just do browns and oranges for fall? or do you like to kind of go with more trendy things? Let us know in the comments.
Or are you like me and like it all?
I can't decide.
Because that's my problem. I can't ever decide because I love it all. Okay. Just make sure I've got all of that. I think I'm going to add one more of my little roses. I feel like I need something up here in the very top. So I'm just going to bring this right in here. And since I've got two more, I might as well use them.
Might as well use them if you got them.
Might as well use them. I think I'll bring this one right over in here. And that's something that I always try to do is, you know, if I'm using several bushes or whatever, I always try to hold just a few back for that very reason, because once you get it made, you may see that you want to add one, you know, one of your flowers here or there, and so it just helps to hold a couple of them back until the end. Now this one I'm going to put right here up against my pumpkins, just because I think it's pretty.
Oh, this is
just like
a big wreath.
it is. Now this is for a big door.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know, if you put them on a wall, or
now if you don't need one quite, oh yeah, this would look good over like a fireplace or something
yes,
like that.
it really would.
Fall. And don't think you can't use wreaths indoors, because
No,
you definitely
we do.
can.
Yes.
I have wreaths in my house.
Yep.
But I was gonna say, if you don't need one quite so large, I mean, you could do this on a 14.
You definitely could, and you know, if you you could, these are very long, so you could push these in even more if you wanted to, or just leave those out and just do the grasses if, you know, if it was going to make it too big for you. Put one more of my grasses right down in here. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
The glue.
And the glue again.
Yep, I want one to come right out of all of. Yes.
Wow.
It is. I love these colors.
I like the wispy look around the outside.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty.
I do too. Just playing with my bow.
It's just such an interesting color combination. You know, another color that I am seeing like crazy this fall is blue.
Blue is
Blue,
everywhere.
navy, like all shades of blue
Yes.
for fall. Let us know what you think of blue for fall, because I am seeing it everywhere this
I
fall.
know it. I am too. And in fact, we are going to do a blue wreath, fall wreath, in our Design with the Pros Club. What day is it? The 30th, I think.
I think
29th,
so.
30th,
y'all,
somewhere around
those
in
of
there.
you who are in Design with the
Yes.
Pros Club,
Get ready for that.
get ready for some
one.
blue.
Yeah, we're gonna do
like it
a
or not,
blue
you're gonna get
one.
some blue.
Yep, you're getting some blue. So hope you like it. But it's going to be pretty, I think. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I think it will be.
I will give you a sneak peek of the pumpkins. Some of the pumpkins we're going to use. These beauties right here, aren't those pretty?
Oh, those are pretty.
So pretty. So I'm excited about this one. Of course, I get excited about all of them. So that one is going to be on. Put one more grass, and then I'm going to see if I can stop.
See if you can stop.
Yeah, because you know how I am too. I will keep adding and keep adding. So sometimes you just have to make yourself stop.
That is the yeah. That is the question.
I got
can
one
you stop?
more, so
I know I have a hard time stopping.
Yep. And you
like
have
more,
to
more,
remember, a lot of times less is more.
Yes.
So,
of course, this one, I don't know if I'd say there's much less to this one.
No, I know
I think it's more.
I know. Yep.
It's just more is more in this one.
Yep.
Love that.
Okay. So I am calling mine finished. And it is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely huge. But there you go. Back up.
I hardly show you all the whole thing.
I know it. I
I'll
know.
get you a picture.
Yep, there you go. So fun.
And something different, you know,
Yes,
because we always love just something kind of outside of the box, different.
Yep.
And these colors,
And
like
it's just
fun.
hard to see a lot of times in the videos exactly the size, and that's why we always like to include a picture so you can actually see it.
I know I just saw it a second ago, but I don't know where I put it. Oh, it's right beside your drink.
What am I looking
I
at?
was
The
just
tape
seeing,
measure.
yeah,
You're
that.
like pointing.
I thought you were a mind reader.
I normally read her mind.
That thing right there.
Yeah, that
As
thing.
If there's not 100 that things. Right
Okay, this one is 40 inches long, and let's see how wide. 36 inches wide. How about yours? I think yours is bigger than that.
Well, I don't know. I think mine might be a little smaller. I don't know.
I don't know how yours could possibly be smaller.
No. Yeah. From tip to tip, it's about 41.
Yep.
That's why. 30. Yep. 40.
Yeah. So big.
But now that
Big,
is from
big.
tip to tip.
Yeah, because we do measure tip to tip, and so that is tip to tip.
But let's see. I see some of you do love blue for fall. That's wonderful.
Yes. I can't. I'm like I said, I'm excited about that.
Sorry, guys.
I am excited about that. Because I love the blue.
Well, this has been really fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. I'm excited to get a picture of it.
Yeah.
So maybe you guys can see the whole thing. Yes.
Sometimes it's hard to see on the video. So yeah.
But this is a great one if you're just wanting something a little bit outside of the box.
Yeah.
It definitely, like we said earlier, has that boho feel, which is really popular right now. I love this color.
I do too.
So I would definitely give it a try.
And let me tell you something you could do instead of these, you could use pampas grass.
Oh, yeah.
And put that all around it if you wanted to.
Or even if you just put, like you said, a few pieces
or just sprinkle some throughout.
Like behind the bow would be pretty, coming out at both sides of the bow. That'd be pretty. We should have done that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We could have next time. Yes, but we're going to be doing that with the blue one. So we'll have to show you a picture.
Yeah, so definitely if you are in Design with the Pros Club, get ready for next week because that's going to be a fun one.
Yes, it is. I'm looking forward to that. I have been looking forward to it all month, so I'm excited.
And if you're not in our Design with the Pros Club, you can go to our website, gracemonroehome.com, click the button that says join the club, and you can get on the wait list. We'll be opening in September, so y'all stay tuned for all of the information on that. Get on the wait list so that you're the first to know exactly when we open.
That's right, because it's not long now.
Not long.
And we're excited about that. We love just welcoming new members into our group, so we're excited.
And we only open up 3 times a year, so it's always exciting for us when we get to meet all these new faces.
I know.
And if you're watching us on YouTube, guys, if you will, just click the subscribe button and click that little bell so you get notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. We're releasing some new videos within the next few weeks.
That's right.
Also, if you're watching us on Facebook, if you will, just click the follow button and make sure that you put to see us first so that you get all the notifications for when we go live.
Because otherwise you won't see us anymore. That's just the way it is with Facebook. I said I don't even see like Amanda's post. I don't see hers, and she's my daughter, so that's just the way it is unless you click see first.
Yeah. And if you're bored this weekend or anytime you want to go over to our blog, we've got tons of DIY tutorials, all kinds of stuff to keep you busy all through the weekend, all through the week, so y'all go check that out too.
That's right, and it's gracemonroehome.com.
We will see you next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.